Hi viewers, in this class I am going to explain nomenclature of alicyclic compounds. To write the name for alicyclic compound we have to follow this rule. So this formula is there. It is secondary prefix, okay, next primary prefix, next root word, next primary suffix, next secondary suffix. So here secondary prefix indicates the substituents which are present on that compound, and the primary prefix means okay, alicyclic compounds are cyclic compound, that's why we have to use a prefix, that is cyclo. Next root word, number of carbons in that cyclic ring. Then primary suffix means whether that is saturated or unsaturated. If it is a saturated ane, we have to use. If it contains double bond, we have to use ene. If it contains triple bond, we have to use ine. Okay. Next secondary suffix, it indicates main functional group name. Okay. So to give the name for alicyclic compounds here, the first rule is the name of alicyclic compound obtained by adding the primary prefix cyclo before the root word. Okay, so here you see in this molecule 3 carbons are present. It is a 3-membered ring. Okay, it's a cyclic compound. That's why which prefix we have to use? Cyclo. Next root word. Okay, what is the root word here? How many carbons? 3 carbons. That's why prop. Okay, then primary suffix. It is a saturated one. That's a cyclopropane. So when come to here 4 carbons are there in the ring. That means 4-membered ring. That's why cyclo. Root word is but because 4 carbons saturated. Cyclobutane. When come to here cyclopentane because 5 carbons are there. Okay, here how many carbons? 5 carbons, 5-membered ring. Okay, next here 6 carbons, 6-membered ring. Okay, 6-membered ring. Then we have to use cyclo before the root word. Then hex is the root word. N is the primary suffix. Cyclohexane. Next here 7 carbons are there, 7-membered ring. That's why cyclo is a prefix. Okay, hept is a root word. N is a primary suffix. Cyclohexane. Next here 8 carbons, 8-membered ring. That's why we have to write cyclo is a prefix. Cyclooctane. So when these alicyclic compounds contain double bond, so then how we have to write? So here this is called as okay, cyclo prefix we have to use compulsory because it is a cyclic ring, 4-membered ring. Cyclo. Okay, cyclobutene. Okay, here we have to write cyclo. So but is the root word because 4 carbons are there. Then here unsaturated one. Then double bond is there. That's why ene. Cyclobutene. So in this case, 2 double bonds are present. How many here? 2 double bonds are present. In that case, we have to give the numbering. Okay, from here we should start numbering from any of the double bond, and double bond should get a least number. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Otherwise, we can give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, don't give numbering like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because always a double bond or triple bond should present between 2 continuous number like 1, 2, 3, 4, so like that. Okay, double bond or triple bond should present between 2 continuous numbers. That is the correct way to give the numbering. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is a cyclic ring. That's why cyclo, 5-membered ring, 5 carbons are there. That's why pent. Okay, so here remember one thing, when more than one double bond is present, instead of pent we are using penta. Okay, penta. If 6 carbons are present, hexa. If 7 carbons, hepta, octa, like that. Okay, here more than one double bond is present, that's why we are using penta. If more than one triple bond also present, we have to use like this one, penta. Okay, then double bonds are present at which positions? One is at first, one is at third. 1, 3. Okay, 1 comma 3. How many double bonds are there here? 2. That's why diene. Okay, cyclopenta 1 comma 3 diene is the name. Cyclopenta 1 comma 3 diene. Or also we can write this molecule as cyclo 1 comma 3 pentadiene. So both are correct. Okay, cyclopenta 1 comma 3 diene or cyclo 1 comma 3 pentadiene. Both are correct. So when come to here, start numbering from any of the double bond. I am starting here 1, 2. Okay, double bond should present between two continuous number. Don't give like this 1, 2 because there is no double bond. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is a cyclic ring. Okay, contains 8 carbons. That side is a 8-membered ring. Okay, then we have to use a prefix cyclo octa. More than one double bond is there. That's why cyclo octa 1 comma 3 comma 5 comma 7. 1 comma 3 comma 5 comma 7. How many double bonds are there? 4 double bonds. That's why tetraene. Okay, this is the name. Cyclo octa 1 comma 3 comma 5 comma 7 tetraene. So like this we have to give. Or also we can write cyclo 1 comma 3 comma 5 comma 7 octa tetraene. So here triple bond is present in this molecule and this is a 4-membered ring. Okay, then we have to give cyclo is the prefix. When 4-membered ring, 4 carbons are there, that's why you have to write but. Cyclobute, only one triple bond is there. That's why cyclobutene. Cyclobutene. Cyclo is the prefix, but is the root word, ine is the primary suffix. Okay, so this is the first basic rule to give name for alicyclic compounds. Let us discuss second rule. Let us see second rule. Okay, in this rule, so when 2 or more alkyl groups or any other substituents are present in the ring, okay, their positions are indicated as the substituents which comes first in the alphabetical order, and it should not violate the lowest sum rule. Okay, so when 2 or more substituents are present, we are following alphabetical order to give the numbering, as well as that should not violate the lowest sum rule. So let us see some example to explain this rule. Okay, here in this first molecule, so this is Et means ethyl, here Me means methyl. Here 2 substituents are present on cyclohexane ring. Okay, one is methyl, one more is ethyl. In this, which one will come first in the alphabetical order? Ethyl will come first. That's why here we have to start the numbering. Then we have to go through like this side or this side. Okay, next substituent should get least number. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you give like this methyl position gets 6. So that's why we are going like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here on cyclohexane, 2 substituents are present. They are at, one is at first position, one is at third position. At first position ethyl substituent is there, at third position methyl substituents. So while writing name, so we have to follow alphabetical order compulsory. So here ethyl comes first in alphabetical order, that's why 1 ethyl, next 3 methyl, okay, this is a cyclic 6-membered ring. Cyclo is the prefix, okay, it is a 6-membered ring, that's why cyclohexane. 1 ethyl, 3 methyl, cyclohexane. So let us see in this case. Here you see, here chlorine, chloro is there, here bromo is there. Okay, which one will come first in alphabetical order? So B will come first. That's why we have to give numbering from here is a 1. This way or this way? Here 1, 2, 3. If you give like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. This chlorine position getting 4th position. If you give like this, chlorine position getting 3rd position. That's why 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then 1 bromo, 3 chloro, 1 bromo, 3 chloro. So it is a cyclic ring. That's why prefix is cyclo. Okay, 5 carbons in the cyclic ring, that's why pent is a saturated, that's why N. 1 bromo, 3 chloro, cyclopentane. In this case, so here ethyl substituent is there, here methyl substituents are there, 2 methyl substituents. So if you follow the alphabetical order, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So otherwise, if you give numbering like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See this 2. If you give numbering like this, ethyl at first position, then 2 methyls at 3rd position, 1 plus 3 plus 3. That means totally 3 plus 3 plus 1, 6 plus 1, 7. Okay, so if you give numbering like this, 1, 2, 3, at first position 2 methyl, that's why 1 plus 1, then here 3, at 3rd position ethyl, 1 plus 3, so totally here 5. So when substituents present in this way, then we have to follow lowest sum rule, even that violates the alphabetical order. Okay, so 1 plus 3 plus 3, 7, 1 plus 3, 5. Then which one we have to follow? Lowest number. So in which way we get lowest number, that we have to follow according to the lowest sum rule. That's why which numbering is correct? This number. Inside I given that is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the correct. So give the numbering, give the name here. Okay. So while giving the name, compulsory we have to follow alphabetical order. At 3rd, okay, I am removing this. 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, 6. So this is the correct numbering. Okay, according to the lowest sum rule. 3 ethyl, then 1 comma 1. Here 2 methyls are there, that's why we have to use 1 comma 1. Okay, 1 comma 1. How many methyls? 2 are there, that's why we have to use a prefix dimethyl. Okay, cyclo, this is a cyclic ring, 6-member ring, cyclohexane. 3 ethyl, 1 comma 1 dimethyl, cyclohexane. So here also same like this. Okay, that means numbering we have to give from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, write the name here. At 3rd position bromo, that's why 3 bromo according to alphabetical order. 3 bromo, 1 comma 1 dichloro, 1 comma 1 dichloro. Okay, cyclohexane, 3 bromo, 1 comma 1 dichloro, cyclohexane. Like this we have to give. Okay, here also we have to follow, okay, which rule? Lowest sum rule, because here 1 plus 3, 5 will get. So if you give numbering from bromine side, 1 plus, here 1, 2, 3 means 1 plus 3 will come, 7 will come. That's why we have to follow this one. Okay, so in this example, here also we have to follow lowest sum rule. So if you start numbering, for example, if you start numbering here, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So give the positions here. One is at first position, one is at 3rd position, so one is at 6th position. And total value 10. Otherwise, we can also give like this. So let us see the possibilities. How many possibilities are there? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here 6. 1 plus at first position one substituent, at second position one substituent, and at fifth position, one substituent, 8. So we are getting 8 value. So let us see other possibilities. So if you give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. At first position, one is at second position, so one is at fourth position. Means total value 7. So let us see other possibility. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. One first position and one is at fourth position, so one is at sixth position. So we get 11. So that's why which one we have to follow here? Lowest sum rule. In which way we are getting lowest? Okay, like this. Means here 1, here 2, here 3, here 4, 5, 6. So this is the correct way to give the numbering according to the lowest sum rule. Okay, let us write the name. At first position and fourth position, two methyl substituents are there, and at second position, ethyl substituent is there. Okay, so write the name here. Okay, which one will come first in the alphabetical order? We are giving name ethyl. That's it. 2-ethyl. Next 1, 4. 1, 4 methyl groups 2 are there. One is at first position, one is at fourth position. That's a 1, 4 dimethyl 2 are there. That's why we are using dimethyl cyclohexane. That is a cyclic ring which contains 6 carbons. That's why cyclohexane. Okay, 2-ethyl 1, 4 dimethyl cyclohexane. Like that we have to give the name. Let us see this example. So in this one, so if you follow alphabetical order, we should follow so numbering from this bromo. But so bromine present in the middle of iodine and chlorine substituents. So in these two substituents, here iodine, chlorine. In these two, which one will come first? Alphabetical order, chlorine will come first. Okay, so that's why we have to give the numbering like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here we are following according to the chlorine because bromine present in the middle of iodine and chlorine. If you give numbering like this, okay, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. More numbers are coming for substituents. That's why like this we are following here 1, 2, 3. Okay, so while giving name, compulsory we have to follow the alphabetical order. So here, which one will come first in the alphabetical order? Bromo. 2 bromo and 1 chloro. 2 bromo, 1 chloro and 3 iodo cyclohexane. 3 iodo cyclohexane. So like this we have to give the name for this molecule: 2 bromo, 1 chloro, 3 iodo cyclohexane. Clear? Let us see third rule. So when ring contains equal or more number of carbons than the alkyl group attached to it, then we have to select cyclic ring as a parent compound and that alkyl group we are taking as a substituent. Okay, so when more number of carbons or equal number of carbons present in the cyclic ring than the alkyl group, okay, then cyclic ring we have to select as a parent compound, then substituent is a alkyl. Okay, so let us see here. The ring contains 3 carbons, 1, 2, 3. Side chain contains 2 carbons. In this case, ring contains more carbons. That's why ring we have to select as a parent compound. Then here this one as a substituent. So that's why we are writing ethyl. Then root word. Okay, then cyclo prefix. Then root word propane. Okay, ethyl cyclopropane. Because here, okay, cyclic ring contains more number of carbons than the alkyl group attached to it. So in this case, cyclic ring contains 3 carbons and side chain also contains 3 carbons. In this case also, so when cyclic ring contains equal number of carbons than the alkyl group, even though we have to consider cyclic ring as a parent compound. That means the CH2, CH2, CH3, okay, we have to take as a substituent. So which one is substituent here? Propyl. 3 carbons are there. 1, 2, 3. Propyl, cyclopropane. Propyl cyclopropane. So let us see in this case. Here, this is a cyclic hexane ring. Okay, 3 carbons are there in the side chain. 1, 2, 3 carbons are present. Cyclic ring contains more number of carbons. That's why cyclic ring is a parent compound. Then this alkyl group acting as a substituent. That's why here propyl. This is a propyl. That's why propyl cyclohexane. Propyl cyclohexane. So let us see this example. Here ring contains 5 carbons and side chain with one substituent. Side chain contains 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons and with one substituent. In this case, the carbon which is bonded to the parent compound, okay, the carbon of side chain or alkyl group which is bonded to the parent carbon is numbered as 1. So remember this, the carbon of side chain or alkyl group which is bonded to the parent compound cyclic ring is numbered as 1. Okay, then 1, 2, 3, 4. In this side chain, at first position one methyl substituent is there. That's why we should write 1 methyl. Okay. The side chain contains how many carbons here? 4 carbons. 1 methyl butyl. What is the parent compound here? Cyclic ring is the parent compound. Okay. The cyclic ring contains how many carbons? 5. That's why 1 methyl butyl cyclopentane is the name. Okay. 1 methyl butyl cyclopentane is the correct name of this molecule. Okay, when side chain contains substituents, branches, then we have to give the numbering like this. The carbon of side chain which is bonded to the parent compound should be given as 1. Okay, so remember this very important point. So let us see next rule. Next rule, when ring contains less number of carbons than the alkyl substituents, then it is named as cycloalkyl alkane. So means here alkane we are taking as a parent compound, then cycloalkyl as a substituent. So remember, when ring contains less number of carbons than the alkyl group attached to it, then side chain or alkyl group is considered as parent compound, then the ring is considered as substituent. So let us see here some examples. In this case, okay, a ring contains 1, 2, 3 carbons and alkyl group side chain contains 4 carbons. Okay, in this case, which one is substituent? This ring we are selecting as a substituent and this is a parent chain. Okay, in this case, numbering we have to give from here 1, 2, 3, 4. Substituent should get least number. Okay, then we have to write 1 at first position. Cyclopropane ring is there. When cyclopropane ring is present, we have to use a substituent, that is cyclopropyl. 1 cyclopropyl. Okay, side chain contain 4 carbons. That's why but is the root word and this is a saturated one. That's why N. 1 cyclopropyl butane means in the butane at first carbon cyclopropyl ring is present. So let us see this one. So ring contains 3 carbons, side chain contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons. Okay, in this case, From where we should start the numbering? From left side or right side? Always we have to give from left side because substituent should get least number. Okay, here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. At second position cyclopropyl is there. That's why we have to write substituent name 2-cyclopropyl. 2-cyclopropyl. Parent chain is which one? The side chain. This alkyl group is a parent chain because it contains more number of carbons. Okay, with 5 carbons. Okay, 2-cyclopropyl pentane. Okay, 2-cyclopropyl pentane. So when come to here, the similar like this. Okay, so here cyclo. Okay, pentyl group is there. Cyclopentyl group as a substituent because this contains only 5 carbons, but alkyl group contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbons. Okay, ring contains 5 carbons and alkyl group contains 6 carbons. Okay, side chain alkyl group with more number of carbon, that's why this alkyl group only select as a parent compound and this ring as a substituent. Okay, give the numbering. Always substituent should get the least number, that's why 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you give numbering like this, substituent gets 4 number. That's why this is a correct way to give numbering. Clear? Okay, here at third position cyclopentyl group is there. That's why 3-cyclopentyl. 3-cyclopentyl. Okay, total number of carbons in the side chain 6. That's why hexane. Okay, 3-cyclopentyl hexane is the name of this compound. Okay, like this we have to give. Okay, remember when ring contains equal or more number of carbons than the alkyl group, ring is acting as a parent compound. When ring contains less number of carbons than the alkyl group or side chain, then side chain acting as a parent compound. Clear? Here next one. In this case, when side chain contains functional group or a multiple bond. Okay, when side chain contains functional group or multiple bond, then side chain we have to select as a parent chain, then ring is select as a substituent irrespective the size of the ring. Even though ring contains more carbons than the side chain, okay, then we have to select side chain as a parent chain because side chain contains functional group and ring without functional group. Okay, let us see here. In this compound, ring contains 5 carbons and side chain contains only 3 carbons. Even though, okay, here side chain with 3 carbons, ring with 5 carbons, even though side chain contains multiple bond, it's double bond present here. That's why side chain we are selecting as a, okay, parent chain and ring as a substituent. Then give the numbering here. Totally 3 carbons are there. At this carbon cyclic ring is there. At this carbon double bond is there. Always multiple bond should get the least number. That's why we have to start the numbering like this, not in this way. Here 1, here 2, here 3. At third position one cyclopentyl group is there. So write the substituent here. First 3-cyclopentyl. 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 What is the root word here? Prop, because 3 carbons. Prop and 1 ene. Prop 1 ene. 3-cyclopentyl. Okay, a third carbon of propene. Okay, cyclopentyl ring is there. That's why 3-cyclopentyl. Okay, in the parent chain 3 carbons are there. That's why prop is the root word and double bond position is 1. That's why 1 ene. Prop 1 ene. So let us see the name of this molecule. Here Me means methyl. Here ring contains 6 carbons and side chain contains 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 carbons are there. So even though Okay, side chain contains less number of carbon than the ring. Okay, side chain we are selecting as a parent compound or parent chain because it contains functional group as well as multiple bond. Okay, here from where we should start the numbering? Okay, if you start the numbering here 1, 2, 3, the main functional group getting third position. Okay, main functional group getting third position. If you give numbering from this carbon, okay, this carbon gets 2 number. That's why always functional group should get the least number. That's why we have to start numbering in this way 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. At fourth position, cyclohexyl group as a substituent. At third position, double bond, and at second position, ketone functional group is there. So write the name 4-cyclohexyl. 4-cyclohexyl. What is the root word here? In the parent chain, 4 carbons are there. That's why root word is bute. Bute. At third position, double bond, 3 in, and at second position, okay, ketone functional group is there. When ketone as a functional group, we have to give the secondary suffix, that is -one. 2-one. Okay, 4-cyclohexyl bute 3-in, 2-one is the name. So let us see this molecule. A ring contains 3 carbons and side chain contains 2 carbons. Okay, with one functional group OH. So that's why here ring is considered as a substituent even though it contains more number of carbons than the side chain. Okay, because side chain contains functional group. Then give the numbering. Functional group carbon should get least number 1, 2. That's why 2-cyclopropyl at second position, cyclopropyl ring is there. That's why 2-cyclopropyl. 2-cyclopropyl. So here 2 carbons in the parent chain. That's why root word is eth. So it is a saturated. That's why ethane. Okay, ethane 1-ol. Okay, 2-cyclopropyl ethane 1-ol, because for OH secondary suffix is ol. Okay, 2-cyclopropyl ethane 1-ol. So like this we have to give name for when side chain contains functional group and a multiple bond.